I love the chase and the hunt, and I set the pace when I'm running. I always take what I want and I always give it 100.
Tensions are heating up again in the NASCAR Cup Series after a violent on-track incident involving two of the season's most high-profile drivers, Carson Hocevar and Bubba Wallace. What initially appeared to be a simple racing accident turned into a major drama after Hocevar publicly called out Wallace and questioned his on-track decisions. The incident occurred during an intense race. Cars were racing at high speeds, jockeying for position in the middle row, known as the most dangerous area of a NASCAR race. In such moments, the slightest mistake or aggressive decision could immediately lead to a major accident. As the laps progressed, Hocevar was seen trying to maintain his position when Wallace's car came around the outside at high speed. The two cars were very close, with almost no breathing room. Within seconds, contact occurred. Hocevar's car immediately lost balance, spun across the track, and nearly triggered a larger chain reaction accident. The crowd in the stands was shocked by the incident. Many did not expect what initially seemed like a normal duel to suddenly turn into one of the most dramatic moments of the race. After the race, media attention immediately focused on Hocevar. As the driver who was involved in the incident, everyone wanted to know his reaction. Hocevar didn't hold back his disappointment. In a firm tone, the young driver stated that he felt the accident shouldn't have happened. He felt Wallace made an overly aggressive decision in a very tight spot on the track. According to Hocevar, in such a situation, every driver should give himself enough space. He felt the space he was given was too little, making contact unavoidable. The comment quickly spread across social media and NASCAR fan communities. Many fans immediately began debating who was at fault. On the one hand, some defended Hocevar, saying that Wallace was indeed overexerting himself. They believed Wallace attempted an overly risky maneuver just to gain an extra position. However, on the other hand, many also defended Wallace, saying that such situations are all too common in NASCAR Cup Series racing. With cars traveling at over 300 kilometers per hour and the distance between cars so close, minor contact is often unavoidable. Meanwhile, Wallace himself responded much more calmly. The driver, now a mainstay of the 2311 racing team, said that from his perspective, it was just a typical racing incident. He explained that at the time, all the drivers were trying to maximize their momentum to move up the standings. With the track conditions so tight, everyone had to make split-second decisions. Wallace also emphasized that he had no intention of bumping or knocking Hocevar out. He said the contact was simply a consequence of the intense racing. But the drama didn't stop there. Following his initial interview, Hocevar made another comment that escalated the situation. He said that drivers should be held accountable for their decisions on the track. Although he didn't mention Wallace directly in his next sentence, everyone knew who he was referring to. The comment prompted many NASCAR analysts to re-examine footage of the incident. Multiple camera angles were shown on replays and sports media. The footage shows that the two cars were very close together before contact. Wallace tried to take a slightly more aggressive racing line, while Hocevar was right next to him. As space on the track became increasingly limited, the two cars eventually touched. In NASCAR racing, even such small contact is often enough to cause a car to lose stability. Analysts were then divided. Some said Wallace was simply pushing too hard in a situation that didn't allow much room. Others argued that Hocevar wasn't giving enough room to the car on the outside. What makes this story even more interesting is the background of both drivers. Hocevar is known as one of the most aggressive young talents of his new generation. He is often unafraid to take big risks on the track to gain position. Wallace, on the other hand, is a driver with more experience at NASCAR's highest level. He has faced immense pressure throughout his career and is accustomed to the media spotlight. This difference in driving styles is what makes this story so interesting. Many people feel that conflicts like this are almost inevitable when they find themselves in similar situations on the track. On the other hand, Wallace's team, 2311 Racing, is also in the spotlight. The team was founded by basketball legend Michael Jordan and veteran driver Denny Hamlin. With a big name like Jordan behind the team, any incident involving Wallace almost always attracts significant media attention. Many NASCAR fans are now wondering if this incident will spark a new rivalry on the track. Throughout NASCAR's history, rivalries between drivers have often been one of the most compelling elements for viewers. When two drivers possess great ambition and are not afraid to challenge each other, drama on the track almost always ensues. Some analysts even say this could be the beginning of a long-running saga between Hocevar and Wallace. If the two meet again in a close duel in the next race, it's not impossible that this tension will resurface. But there's also another possibility. In professional racing, many conflicts eventually subside after the drivers have time to rewatch the incident and talk it out. Some famous NASCAR drivers have even had heated arguments in one race, only to laugh it off in the paddock the following week. So the question now is, what will happen next between Carson Hocevar and Bubba Wallace? Will they put this incident behind them and focus on the next race, or will a new rivalry be born this season? One thing is for sure, this incident has added drama to an already intense NASCAR Cup Series season. Fans are now eagerly awaiting the next race. Because in a sport like NASCAR, sometimes a small incident can be the beginning of a big story that will be remembered throughout the season.
I love the chase and the hunt, and I set the pace when I'm running. I always take what I want and I always give it 100. Don't need a bank, no I'm funded. Play the game like it's nothing. I'm always thankful for something. Don't take for granted, stay humble. Now wake up! It's time to look at the enemy. Look in the mirror if he is no friend to me. It's not working out, maybe it's the chemistry. It's time to break up so I can make a better me. Better believe in your mind, cause it's everything. You can mold, shape, find almost anything. All it takes